We've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He can run for it, and he will. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
A gain of 2 yards.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
6-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
What you got? Check 55 to mine. Check 55 to mine. You gonna get this, boys? You think you gonna get this? You think? All right, 55. Ready.
Block working out of the gun. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, it's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Don't be scared of it. Hey, watch it, watch it. Chopper, chopper. 57 to Mike, 57 to Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Scene 6. 57, Mike, 57. Hey, go.
Shotgun snap to Lock. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it'll be 2nd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, check, Mike 57, Mike 57. Switch up, switch up. Yep, go get him, go get him, go get him. 57. Two, fellas, let's go. I know he ain't got it. 57's Mike, Mike 57. Go.
To throw again. Lock. They're looking for Jeudy, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
But maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
From midfield now, Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Cincinnati.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
13,
Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. KJ Hamler returning it. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
61. Matchbox, right. 57 to Mike. Roger jump. Hey, check Mike exit. 57. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. 57 to Mike.
Block now to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
1st and 10. It's Lindsey. Room here to run. 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 47 yards on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And they'll run the end around here with Judy. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Nothing our score after 1.
With the score, Bengals 6, Broncos nothing.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They look to throw. It's Locke. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's not like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Burrow. Dancing to his left. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
At their own 38-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball and try and get things settled down a little bit.
57's the mic. Mark 57. Hey, kick the bravo. Hit the leg. 57. Mark 57. Hey, pick your game up. Let's 57. Go.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Operating from the gun. Locke. Again, he targets Judy, and this time the catch made. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
At the 47-yard line.
Locke taking the snap at 1. Oh, that was dangerous.
Locke's pass.
Throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
It's second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
57. Mike, 57. Mike 7, let's go. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Don't get nervous. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike, what?
Throwing again. Locke. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's third down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that general. Fast. Give me that ball, defense. Check safety, check safety.
Locke on the give. It's Lindsey. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Second and 10 now from the 27. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as he'll decide to go for 2. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for 2 and having the normal amount of points. So that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they've got back to where they want to be, he'll try it out there for the next one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
4 down. 57, Mike 57. Yeah.
Incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And it's 2nd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check 59, Mike is 59, Mike is 59.
To throw again. Block. Open man. He completes it to Jeudy. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
From midfield, here's Locke. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
31-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike, check. 59. I'm coming up for you. Jim. J-Claw, 132 fight. Wait.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Let's go, baby. 57 to Mike. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Charlie. 57. Mike, 57.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. KJ Hamler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been right.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Now it's Burrow. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
A 4-yard.
The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
First down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Burrow on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Open man is Ross, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Block now on 1st down. He'll find Lindsey here. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I can't believe they let you play. Oh, I can't believe they even let you play. 57. Mike, 57. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch the out.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
At the 31-yard line.
They're running it. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. Check that out.
Locke working out of the gun. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun snap to Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Again, it's Locke. Throw left side complete. That's Lindsey. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Locke looks to throw it again. Looking for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
It's a big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. It's a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Again, it's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
Bengals 1st down.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Complete to number
A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
They're going to try and run. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space. Back of the end zone, never let a guy catch one in front of you.
16-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
To number 32.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
First down, here's Burrow. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Burrow looking to pass. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards there and a first down.
Complete to number 32. A gain of 12. First down, Bengals.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Broncos 14.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
brings up 2nd and 4.
This time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals add on to their lead. So that, Charles, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I normally do it. That's almost boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only and get into the end zone. Can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Hamler now to return it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And that is incomplete. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They're going with Lindsey. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Scene 6. 54. No gain on this defense. H3, 2, 18. Chopper. 54. Ready.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for... He's got a man. Complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
Brendan McManus.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Complete.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. From 21 yards away. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes.
And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. It's a foot race. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. 5. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Well, yes, that's his third touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And I think the Broncos have it. They do. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start. It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored. Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Throwing on first down is Locke. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
Now Burrow on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
At the 36-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call. From the gun, Locke.
And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Bengals 38, Broncos 35. McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
36-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Credit the sack to Von Miller. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Option play, Burrow holding on to it. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
On the carry.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Good. Makes the score Bengals 45, Broncos 35.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Hamler now to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
29 is Mike 29.
Back to throw. Lock. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Push him back outside. Push him back. 29 is Mike 29. Well, who's done crooked? Who's done crooked? 29 is Mike 29. Come on. You better bring it. 29 is Mike 29. Not here. Echo. 29 is Mike 29. I got you, son. I got you, son.
To throw is Lock. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 8-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Tonight's final score, Bengals 45.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles.